Where we are standing is the place for the widows and the orphans and the people living with AIDS. This is the leader for the group. So this group, we are also supporting them in terms of cash to help them to make their own activity to sustain themselves as their group. Now, since he's the leader for this group, I think we can get to know more about how they are doing the bricks, how they started, and how we became into partnership with them.
We started this group some time back, that is in the year 2002, with a few women who have lost their husbands. And before the program for VCT, that is voluntary counseling and testing, could start. As we continued, we thought, since we have lost our husbands, we need to be together and decide to find out what work we can do for ourselves. We identified work like brickwork so that it can involve our children, and our major problem is to reduce brewing alcohol, because most of the women who have lost their husbands, their only income generating activity is brewing. And we thought that one could not help children, or both sides, like the gender, women and the men. It is more of the girl to learn skills in brewing beer, and the boy is worsened by drinking the beer and he becomes useless. In this place here, we also sit down to identify our community problems, of which HIV was one of them. Most of us from the group 8 people who started this group, we thought about how we could best know ourselves concerning HIV. But later, when we went for testing, found that 6 of our group members were positive, and remained 2. That one really weakened us so much, and we thought, yet with our children who are orphans, they worked very much. The girls and the boys were doing the same work, whether being laying bricks and doing other works. But there was one thing that was a very difficult thing for us to think about, is about the people living with HIV, because we know you are not supposed to do heavy jobs. And again, you fall sick frequently. We were very privileged in the beginning when we found ourselves very weak. We didn't have even capital. We were able to, when I approached the office of WEPS, that is the Presbyterian Christian Women Empowerment, the leader was able to say, I think with what you have explained for us, we can help you. They started helping us, and that's how we are. How we started from year 2003. They are able to give us some money, that is a loan, that is a payable loan for doing our works. And towards the end of year 2003, when we saw the problem was becoming big about the HIV/AIDS people, I had to go again to her and approached her, explained for her the problems that we are discovering from our group here. She was able to also continue giving some support for these ones who are living with the virus, to do some small businesses for themselves in the market, and even help where they are desperate. We can give money either to support them to go and get some drugs for themselves. And we don't look for market outside. They also book the things in advance, like, we are going to buy it from you. That's a great achievement that we have. And we are able to sustain, keep on having this brickwork for many years. Like, this is now the 5th year for us to continue in this brickwork, just because of the support that we get from the Christian Women Empowerment. As you can see, there are wet bricks here. We know that there are very many children, senior secondary children, primary ones. They really love to do work for themselves so that they continue, because their parents at times are unable to pay their school fees. In the dry season, you find that all these places filled up with bricks, no space, because all the children around come here to do the work, and we pay them little money to help them solve some of the small problems they have. But during rain season, that's when we have problems. It's not that they go away, but they really love to have work here. The space is not enough, it is too small, and bricks cannot dry up within a short time. It takes time. So we limit them according to the problem that they present to us. So this is what the group is doing in this place. We are now, as per now, we are running up some small activities, like the brickwork is there, awareness outside, going out to the community with the positive people, because we know that is not a tedious work for them. We go out to tell. It is this group that in Sudan, let me say, I'm not ashamed to tell it, that it is the whole of Sudan, it is this WOPA group that was able to make the positive come up openly to the community and go out to the churches, tell people we are positive. Right now, we have again identified that there is a big problem on mothers with babies who are positive. We are holding some meetings to do every month to receive some new clients and educate them how they can best live in their homes, and find out also how the problems, that day-to-day problems that they are going through, generally the rejection that is in the family, which is a very common one. For the women, majorly, they are young girls below 30 years. Some are below even 25, here around 20 to 25, 19, like this, having only one child, or that is the first pregnancy. This is positive. So you find that all these people struggle. And we always call for these people and we give them strength to how they can best live in their homes. We also receive those ones who are tested positive through the VCT to also strengthen them and be able to go out to do some work. Like, not only that when you're positive you should not do any work, but if your health is okay, you have to do something. So we have a lot of meetings and a lot of teachings, and generally also here in the dry season, a lot of teachings and meetings. Here, if your health is okay, even if you're positive, you can do small work like transportation of these bricks to the kiln. You can do it, and the day you are given up whatever you want to do to get for that particular day. I think generally this is what we do.